Least common multiple. So least common multiple is the first time the multiples of two different numbers reach the same number. And we're going to look at least common multiple with three different numbers, 12, 14, and 16. And we're going to use the strategy of working with prime factors to figure this out. So here you see the factors of 12. The prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 3, 4 times 3. The prime factorization of 14 is 2 times 7. The prime factorization of 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So I want you to think about the prime factorization as the recipe for this number. So all multiples of 12 have this recipe, 2 times 2 times 3. They will have another number. So 24 is 2 times 2 times 3, the recipe for 12, times 2. 36 is 2 times 2 times 3, the recipe for 12, times 3, times 4, times 5, etc. And the same goes true for any number. So that's why if these numbers are in the number, in the prime factorization of the number, then that is a multiple of 16 or 14 or 12. So we need to find a recipe for a number that has all of the numbers of 16, all these 2's, all the numbers of 14, the 2 and the 7, and all the numbers of 12. So if we organize these prime factors into a Venn diagram, and a Venn diagram could have 2 areas or 3 areas, then we will see a number that has all of these numbers. So here's 12, 3 times 2 times 2. Here's 14, 7 times 2. And here's 16, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So when you use a Venn diagram like this, it gets rid of all the overlap and gives you just the minimum, right? There's only 4 2's here. One of the 2's is being used by 14, and that 2 is also being used by 12, and one of the 2's is being used by 12 and 16. To get the first or the least common multiple, we want just the minimum number of factors. We could use all of these factors times another 2 would get us the next common multiple. So we're going to put all that together. And you'll just notice the overlap here is for this circle and this circle. The overlap here is for just 16 and 14. They don't share anything just to themselves because what they share is in the center. Also goes with 12. So here we're putting it together. All the multiples of 16 need 4 2's. And 14 will need a 7. We already have a 2 here. And 12 will need a 3. We already have 2 2's in the recipe for 16. So we have 16's 4 2's, 1, 2, 3, 4, times the 3 times the 7. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 3 is what? 30, 48, times 7 is 336, which is the LCM of these numbers.